Hi.
여러분 안녕하십니까?
It's great to be here. It's been 5 years since we were in Korea with Ironman 1. I remember it fondly, and I'm very impressed with your country and your people. I was watching your entertainment shows this morning. I was very entertained. You know, Iron Man is a technological superhero. It's within the realm of possibility, and I think that that's largely why it became as successful as it did. What we were talking about making a third Iron Man, and then I figured we had to consider it in tandem with Avengers. You know, because in Avengers, this wormhole opens up and aliens come through. It was different than the other movies, so we thought if you'd really seen something like that, you'd probably be a little bit upset. And also, we figured it would be nice to get back to a little more of what we saw in the first Iron Man, which is Tony in the suit a little bit less, or only in parts of the suit, or in developing a bunch of new suits for your viewing pleasure. Well, I think like anybody, you know, in his home country, he's become someone who's very, the public is very endeared to him, and they have these expectations. And I think just like anywhere, if somebody who's a big sports figure or a political leader or an entertainer had to really get out into and be with their people. So I think a lot of what occurs in Iron Man 3 is he's taken out of his element, and he actually goes to parts of America that aren't, you know, New York or Los Angeles. He does a road trip of sorts, and I think he gets back to an understanding of that he's just a worker amongst workers. He's just another person, and I think that's actually very helpful to him. Well, it's funny that you said the Hulk, because we realized shooting the Avengers that Mark Ruffalo and I, therefore Bruce Banner and Tony Stark, they developed kind of a repartee with each other. They became friends easily. So that, if I was running the studio, I would say that would be why you'd want to pit them against each other, because they're going against this friendship they have, and you're right. So, Gwyneth Paltrow, love her, she's like a sister to me. Her and my wife are very good friends. Jon Favreau, the director of the first 2 Iron Man films, he was not under the pressure of having to direct the film, so he just reprises his role as Happy Hogan, and he's one of the audience's favorite things about the movie. And 5 years ago, I had really no idea whether it was going to be embraced by the public or not. And, you know, I play Tony Stark, this very kind of brash, sarcastic, confident guy, and I can be like that a little bit. But I find myself looking at these posters and still sometimes kind of like wondering, like, how did this happen? So my relationship with it over the years has become one of kind of an increasing humility and a lot of gratitude. And I really want to thank all of my Korean brothers and sisters, because this has been such an important market for us back from the very first time we came here. Well, I'm a bit of a company man. I've always felt, like I was saying before, you know, audiences drive the industry. And I certainly wouldn't want to keep trying to make these films if the audience wasn't still interested. I don't intend to quit anytime too soon, as long as I'm not too old. Thanks for coming. This is kind of the start of our world tour. I actually requested that we start the tour in Seoul, Korea, and I'm very pleased to be here. This is a lot of folks and a lot of enthusiasm. I really appreciate it, and I hope you like the movie when it comes out. You know, I'm a pretty tough critic on these things, and I think this third one is really worth a couple of bucks you'll spend to go see it in the theater. So honestly, thanks a lot.